guys and gals? Never here from Drake Wayne Gaming and something on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with the Let's Play episode of Devil's Gambit. So let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. I was going to thank him for bringing such a fine morsel to me. Sinking my teeth and turning him into a rascal was the highlight of those years. I'd apologize, too, for ruining his perfect masterpiece. I sink my claws in his arm. Ouch! Damn, you really grew a spine after all. Maybe it's good that I rejected you. Had I used you as a footrest today, you wouldn't have one for long. Don't say that. The Duke couldn't get me to shut up. What makes you think I'll quiet down now? I'll say whatever the hell I want. Even if every other word he's fooling around, I can't help but wish that this could last forever. That this wasn't a dream. Ha! Even in my arms you look so pathetic. By what dark magic did you make me fall in love with you as a kid? So you loved me too? You weren't lying just to console me? Of course I did. Of course I fucking did. Don't you know, after returning to Renai, how often I went to bed thinking of the day you'd come back? All the times I pictured our next meeting? Every time a carriage would pass through town, I'd come by and check if a badger or two were in it. Every damn time. After a while, I got worried and tried sending you letters, though I guess those never reached you. Is this all true, Cadgan? Of course it is. You think I'd lie about it? I mean, are you even real? Huh. This is a dream. His voice lowers, and his breath comes almost freezing. I am real, Hector. Then tell me, just what made you change so much? His lips part, teeth showing as a thin white line, and his chest rumbling as he chuckles. How the hell would I know? Of course. It just happened, Hector. It just did. Will this be the last time I see you like this? The old, foul-mouthed, mischievous man I loved? I tighten my hug around the wolf, and he goes quiet. His gaze is so fixed on me, I fear I displeased him, that the dream may end, or, worse, that the spell is broken and he returned to his old self. Cold self. But instead, he answers by tightening his own grip around me. The softest whimper escapes him as his fingers caress the back of my neck. Please hold me, and don't let go. His voice comes different, deeper, on the verge of tears, from such depths of his soul that it makes even my chest rumble. I've dreamed of this for so long. Oh. Ooh. Oh my. Sink into his chest. Oh. When we hugged by the river just a few days before Cadgan's illness disappeared, I was taller than him. He was the one standing on the tips of his toes to fit his muzzle on my shoulder while digging his fingers into my clothes. His were the sobs muffled by my shirt. Tonight, I'm the one pressing my cheek against his chest, sinking into his white fur, trusting him to hold and put me back together, telling me it will be alright even if we know it won't. God, thank you, for letting me hug and love this ghost one last time, even if the man I love will never know about these tears I'm shedding. Thank you. Here, with my face pressed against him, listening to his heartbeat, Cadgan and I never walked together during the winter, after the first snowfall, but I can pretend we did. Oh, lordy. Our AC is not working, y'all, so I am hot and displeased. But on I work. And there, treading the undisturbed snow as the sun set, we'd find a place so silent we'd hear each other's heartbeats. Excuse me. We'd hug like this, not feeling the slightest bit of cold. I'd appreciate every bit of strength this man mustered over the years. I have too many regrets about things we could have done. But that now won't come to be. About chances I missed. Here in his arms, I realized how badly I wanted to tell him. I didn't have the guts to tell you, but when we were coming back from the valley, I kind of wanted to ask you to carry me instead. You're just so big now, I bet you wouldn't have broken a sweat. Oh yes, I could tell. During the whole walk back, I was half expecting you to ask me to. You did? Of course, you're transparent, Hector. It's plain to see. You're always staring at my chest and arms, making no attempt to hide it. I swear your legs were shaking when I destroyed the targets of the festival. His heavy mitt of a hand presses my head and ear against his chest, and I can hear his heartbeat. With half my face covered, my other eye can only see his white fur. It's like a fantasy come true. If things had been different, Badger, I'd have picked you up over my shoulder, maybe bridal style, and I'd have spirited you away from Renai. Any place would be home if you'd be with me. I nuzzle up against his chest. I wish I could make this real. I'd give up anything, my career, my home, even my soul, in exchange. His arms tighten around me, almost playfully. I'd rather like that. Free to entrust everything to me. Your past, present, future. I'll love and cherish all of you. I'll put you through pleasures so intense they'll change you. You think you've reached maturity. You think you know who you are in the world. But you will see that everything you latch onto, your noble doctor's station, that scientific thinking, your good manners. One hand travels to my lower back, and as though to never let me go, to make me his possession, Cadgan squeezes all of me against himself, including her crotches. It elicits a moan out of me, but the wolf doesn't even notice it in his dominant frenzy. All of it is insignificant. A willful distraction from your actual role as my plaything to fuck and claim and own. Oh, actually, will anything change if you pick a different route? I'm kind of curious. Let me save, actually, let me go on for a few more, then I'll save it. After a single night tied to me like a bitch, getting pumped full of my cum, you will see that was what you spent your entire life searching for. But not worry, Badger. But worry not, Badger. I'll take my time fitting my knot into you, wearing out every resistance. I'll have you calling out my name in bliss every second. And you'll enjoy every moment of being branded as mine. In body, mind, and, oh, God. That is not Cadgan. Dig your fingers into his back. Oh! My hands crawl on their own to Cadgan's back, feeling the ups and downs of his physique shifting as he repositions himself to better embrace me. In any other circumstance, I'd have listed in my head each muscle and bone. I've done it even with my eyes closed. But not here. Not now. My doctor self, my responsible and dutiful side, is quiet. And how free do I feel? Ever since I returned to Renai and saw you, Cadgan's wandering hands moved to my back as well. His claw rests at the base of my tail and trails upwards, following my spine. I can't control myself. I shiver, moan, and hug him tighter. I didn't tell you to stop. Sorry, I meant that your back, your cape, that was the first thing I saw of you. You grew up. You look like a hero now. The kind we saw illustrated in Duke's books when we were younger. And when you came in to break up the fight and help Sean. Maybe it was stupid of me, but I thought then that you'd become just like the heroes from the books. I think you used to be shorter than me. Cadgan smirks, a devilish smile, brimming with 1,000 fearsome ideas, coming undone in a burst of malicious laughter. It's enough to make me squirm. And you became a real doctor. The best kind, with a big heart, trying to help your folks out back home, and soft hands that can heal any wound. And like so many educated people, with a thing for a hard-working lumberjack. His claws grazes the back of my neck. But of course I'd grow bigger than you. I was just a late bloomer. If it weren't for that, I'd have picked you up and thrown you into the river back then. And that not-so-little knife circles its way to my front. But now things are as they should be. You're like a sweet bug, Hector. So small I could eat you up and wouldn't even notice. Then my mind goes blank and my lips tremble as I try to come up with a retort. What? Wouldn't that be a nice way to pay tribute to your hero? Cadgan opens his maw and pulls me closer before biting the air in front of my eyes. He chuckles as he takes in my terrified expression. Just kidding. There are plenty of other ways that I can use you. The way he licks his lips sends a bolt straight to my crotch. Oh. Nuzzle foreheads. Nuzzle penises. Let's see. Nuzzle foreheads. My memories about Cadgan are like burn marks etched into my skin. To remember them is to touch a scar as I recall the story behind it. The oldest ones from 11 years ago are fading, but among them is one that evokes an image so clear it's like I'm back to the first time we exchanged glances in the Duke's garden, and to our subsequent encounter in the mansion's hallway. I want to see it again. I wiggle in Cadgan's arms, and as though he can tell what I'm thinking, the wolf also repositions himself that our eyes meet. There it is, his searing gaze. Gently, to not risk losing sight of it even for an instant, I bring my forehead against his. But it's not quite as I remember it being. In the past, his flames had sought to burn anything that got close enough. Now it's as though they have a purpose. Not that they are any less wild. The underlying anger, spite, and righteousness are still there. They still burn red like blood. It's just different. though in a good way. Suddenly, the searing gaze moves and my body tenses up as Cadgan drags his long, wet tongue across my cheek. Ah, what are you doing? What? The next step after rubbing foreheads is licking each other, or didn't you know? It's the first time I'm hearing about it. You've never laid with someone else, haven't you, Hector? To think you've been saving yourself for me to this extent, such a devoted badger. But fret not, I'll teach you all you need to know before I destroy you. I can only chuckle at having my lack of experience exposed. He's obviously lying, so what did I do or say to give it away? Or am I so obvious he can just tell? Let's see, I big fingers into his back, okay. And then... oh, ask for a love bite. Yes! Oh, keep stroking his back, maybe? Oh, there's a pattern to this, y'all. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Let's do it. Ask for a love bite. Stroking his back. My fingers continue tracing a path down Cadgan's back, determined to memorize every centimeter, every crease. His fur is so soothing that I'd fall asleep if not because I'm already dreaming. I close my eyes, reveling in the stupor. Then my hand stumbles upon something. It's sort of like a belt, but that can't be right. He's not wearing anything, and further below... what's this? It's some sort of fabric, but it can't belong to his pants. Maybe his tail? No, not even close. The feeling of it wagging against me during the festival is still fresh, and this is different. So my hand runs all over the place until it finds something long and fluffy. Now this is his tail. Having fun back there? My eyes open wide, my hand retreats when I realize what I'm doing. I'm sorry! Sorry? What for? What did you do? Well, Could it be that you were thinking about my ass, Hector? Not really. I mean, it's really nice, but... So you weren't thinking about wanting to fuck it then? No? That's great, because it's not happening. Cadgan guffaws like the prospect of fucking him is the funniest joke he's ever thought of, and he pats my back, expecting me to join him in laughter. Which I do. God, he's such an asshole, I love it. Ha! That said, Hector, I intend to enjoy every bit of you, so it's only fair that you possess the same right. But I mean it, I wasn't... I know, I'm not talking about that. I don't know what you're packing, but I doubt it'd do much for either of us. Instead, I'll let you use your nose. What? Stop playing dumb. Did you think I wouldn't realize how much you enjoyed sniffing my cape? You're not sneaky, Badger. But worry not, next time you can just ask. I'll even let you smell more than that if I feel inclined. I try to mutter a defense, but all that comes out of my mouth is a mumbling too incoherent to be called speech. The wolf snickers, proud of having turned me into a mess. For a love bite. Cadgan? The wolf raises his eyebrows and moves to expose the crook of my neck to him. My lips tremble and my heart races as I try to get the next few words out. Do you want to, bite me? Oh, so out of all the ways you could be of use to me, you'd rather get eaten up. That is not at all what I said, but before I can retort, the wolf is already looking at me with an expression not too different to someone appraising a juicy piece of meat in a market district. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. I am too hot to finish this, y'all. Alright, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Pray for me. Bye-bye!